Well, as we know, every day many South Africans, including the majority of the country's workforce, travel to and from their destinations in taxis. According to Statista's online survey, 63% of South Africans spend approximately 15 to 60 minutes on their daily commute. Imagine how productive that time could be if there was access to free data in taxis. Well, Brian Mdluli, who's the CEO for White Taxi, was at the South African Investment Conference on Thursday, where he shared insights into how Wi-Fi connected taxis could bridge the digital divide. Well, he joins me now to discuss this further. Brian, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for joining us on our platform this morning. You know, when President Cyril Ramaphosa began his administration, he had this vision for smart cities. I mean, later announced the, Greater Lanseria Master Plan. That dream has all but died, I think, at this particular point. But I wonder if Wi-Fi connected taxis could reignite that dream. What do you think?
No, absolutely. Connectivity is like a fresh air. The internet is like taking a breath of air. We all need it. Our needs as a country, as a human being, includes the need for connectivity. It includes the need for information. And the connected taxis, the project is indeed a need for our country. With the internet giving so much information, an informed population is a growing population.
Indeed. I mean, where we're going, certainly the direction that we're heading in, internet connectivity and access to the internet, may well become an inalienable sort of socio-economic right. But currently in South Africa, just under 40 million or so of South Africans actually have access to the internet. That puts us at about just over 62% of South Africans. Where does revolutionizing the transport industry, particularly taxis, come into that conversation around greater access to this much needed resource?
No, absolutely. The 60% of the commuters are serviced by the taxi industry. And you'll start to notice after this particular conversation that within 100 meters of wherever you are, there is a taxi. And the connectivity that we are rolling out means within 100 meters of wherever you are in the country, you will have access to free internet. It is, as I said before, it's a need for connection, and with where we are right now as a population, we need constant information, we need constant communication, and the taxi industry is indeed playing its part in terms of bringing that much needed connectivity into our populace.
The other issue, though, is, devices. This is how we utilize our access to the internet. How do we ensure that in bridging the digital divide, White Taxi is a part of the conversation when it comes to full accessibility? Because it's not just about the free data. It's also about having the handsets that allow you to access that data.
No, absolutely. The penetration of smart devices in South Africa is growing by leaps and bounds. If you speak to any of the mobile network operators, particularly our partners Vodacom, they will tell you that the smartphone penetration is growing, and it's growing very, very fast. So the access to smart devices is no longer a hindrance. From an availability point of view, as well as from a pricing point of view. The smartphones are becoming more cost effective. They're becoming smarter, excuse the pun, and they are becoming more accessible. You can pick up a smartphone for less than 1,000 rand these days. And we're very, very, very excited about this journey that we are embarking upon.
The pull here is to, certainly be economically viable. And it'd be interesting to see how many South Africans actually transition back to using public transport once the rollout becomes, more widespread. But on that note, give us an update on the rollout. Where are you with regards to that? And I suppose, what's the reception been like so far?
No, thank you so much. We have, together with our partners, Netstar and Toyota, We've rolled out 48,000 connected vehicles on the road. We have activated just over 4,000 to date, and we are activating about 150 new taxis on a daily basis. So we are indeed the fastest growing network in the country, and we have a connected taxi in every province in the country. All 9 provinces have got a connected taxi, and we're growing every day in all the provinces.